Hi everybody. I just wanted to do a video on how to cut down a cordless faux 2-inch wood faux blind. I got these at an auction, and I have this sunroom out here, and all this sunroom has all these windows that need these blinds. So I ordered one off of the at Walmart, and they're like $70 each, and this has 7 windows in here. So anyway, I got these blinds at an auction, and these are ones that I guess they're probably returns to Home Depot or wherever on these custom blinds. And I looked all over on the internet to try to find a video on how to cut it down when you need to cut more than the recommended amount of size off of the end of the blind. So this one here, my windows are 5 foot wide. So it has to be 58 inches, the blind. So from this end all the way down to this end, I need 58 inches. So the blind that I got at the auction is 72 inches, which means that, I had to cut part of the blind out. And when I cut that part of the blind, I wanted to see, what I could do, because here, this dog wants in. I was trying to keep him out of here so he wouldn't be in the video. But anyway, so I'll show you what I did. So on these blinds, the top has a mechanism here, and it has, when you pull these blinds out, the string from the outer edges of the blind wraps around this little pulley thing, and that's how the blinds go back up by themselves. It's like a little spring-loaded, I don't know, and then it pulls that pulley, and then it wraps that up, and so your blind will stay up. So when I went to cut these, I didn't know what to do. So there is a rod here. I'll get to it. So this rod is on here, and there's a little fitting here for the ropes, and then on this other end there's another fitting for the other rope, and there's one rope cord, I guess what you call it, goes from here, and then it goes all the way down. It goes into that mechanism, and then here's one, it goes down through here too, but this one's broken, so it was not on there, but there it is. It was supposed to go down through there, but that's a broken one. So I went ahead and tore that out kind of to see what I was dealing with. So anyway, when I tried to cut that off, I just got the chop saw, and I cut off all this blind right there. So I cut all that off, and I just used the chop saw when I cut it off. Just chopped it right off. Make sure it's even on the other end so that you get a nice flat cut on each side. So this rod right here, it was, out to the end of this one. So this is how it looked. So this rod, it went all the way over to here. And then this little thing right here was where this pulley is. So I got lucky. It was between the two. So when I chop that off, you got to make sure that you don't cut that string that I told you about earlier. So I took the wire cutters, or bolt cutters, big bolt cutters is what I had. I took that and chopped that rod off, and then I took this, so this piece right here was over here, and I took it and I put it on the rod and put it over to here. And then at the bottom of these blinds, if you ever had to adjust the length on any of them, what you do is right here at the bottom, you pull this out of there, and there's a string on it. So you pull that out on the blind, and then you cut that piece of string and pull it back, and it's the string that's right here. It's this string. So pull it, and it'll be over here. So pull it out of the top. Let me go to this other one, and I'll show you what I did with it. So I pulled that string. The lighting is awful. Let's see if I can get this to sit up straight for you. So the string is that string right down there. That's going to be on the bottom of this, and that's the one that you cut, and you got to pull it up out of there. And then I took it, and there are those three slits that are in here. You put it in that back slit. So take that right there, you can see it, and then you take it and you put it in that slit, which is right here. So there it is coming, there's that coming out of the slit on the back. And then take it down to the bottom, and you just tie it in to that little ladder, that rope ladder right there on the bottom one where you've cut that off. So put that right in there, and then I just tied a little knot. Make sure you pull that. If you cut that, then what happens, that mechanism won't work, because the pulley, this thing here, this mechanism here, that pulley won't work, because the outside string on the blinds is what makes that pulley go in and out. So when I first did it, I just took this one, and I didn't feed it down to here. And I just tied it up here at the top, and then the blind wouldn't go back in. So I sat here and kind of worked with it and tried to figure something else out, and then this worked. So anyway, here is, so this blind right here is the one I did earlier to figure it out. If you look on the back of it here, you can see this rope right here, cord or whatever you call it, and where it's tied into that. So then the thing, when you pull this down, that cord pulls down even, and so there you go. And that's the blind as it's pulled down. And then you can take the blind and you just go up, and as you go up, you'll hear it starting to pull it in there. It doesn't work as perfect as the other one, but at least it works. So, and you just put it up kind of slow as you go up with it, and then you'll be able to get it all the way to the top like that. So that's how you cut a blind off that's from a 60, let's see, from a 72-inch blind to a 58-inch blind. So luckily it was about the same width here as it is here on mine, so it worked out all right. But it looks like you'd be able to cut one, you know, if you can get one at an auction for $2, and or in the, you know, clearance bin for $2, instead of trying to pay the wider ones cost, you know, the wider ones, 5 foot there, cost like $70 for the cheaper ones. But anyway, that's how you do it. If you have any questions, you can give me questions in the comments or whatever. This is my first real how-to video that I ever made, but I didn't see anything out there on the internet, and I thought maybe, you know, if you're poor like me and you'd like to save about, you know, I think I saved, just by this project, I was able to get 2 blinds for maybe $5 for the 2 of them from the auction, and then they would have cost me probably $150. So I saved like, you know, $145. But anyway, that's it. So if you find this useful, let me know, and like and comment, and appreciate it. You guys have a great day.